children, in the previous video we have done about preparation of acids and physical properties of acids. In this video we are going to do about chemical properties of acids. So first, reaction with active metals. We know that both dilute hydrochloric acid and dilute sulfuric acids, they react explosively with active metals like potassium, sodium and calcium, and moderately with the less active one, that means like magnesium, zinc and all. And when they do react with these, they produce metallic salts and hydrogen. So when an active metal reacts with acid, it will give salt as well as hydrogen gas. So we can take any of the active metals such as magnesium. Magnesium, when reacts with hydrochloric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid, it will give salt, magnesium chloride and hydrogen gas is evolved. Okay, we can balance the equation by putting 2 over here. Okay, so in this way this is obtained. One more thing to note about this is that in nitric acid, it is a very strong oxidizing agent, so it is not used in the preparation of hydrogen. Okay, because it oxidizes hydrogen and it forms water, so the purpose of reaction is not done. Okay, so only magnesium and manganese, they can produce hydrogen with very dilute acid, with very dilute nitric acid. That means in the percentage of only when we add only 1% of this acid, 1% nitric acid is added, then after this magnesium and manganese, they can produce hydrogen. Otherwise nitric acid, it is a very strong oxidizing agent. Okay, now the next reaction is reaction with bases. This is known as neutralization reaction. So we know that when acid neutralizes bases and they form salt and water only. For example, we can say the basic oxide or basic hydroxide, when reacts with acid, it will form salt and water. For example, we can take basic oxide, copper oxide. When it will react with sulfuric acid, that means H2SO4, it will form a salt, that is CuSO4, water. Okay. Now third one is decomposition of hydrogen carbonates and carbonate. That means this is the action of dilute acids on salt. So acid, what they do, they liberate carbon dioxide when they react with metal carbonates and bicarbonates, such as we can take any carbonate or bicarbonate. So any of the carbonate is CaCO3, okay, and acid may we can add hydrochloric acid. So what is the salt form over there? Calcium chloride, CaCl2, and water is formed along with carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a gas, so we can put this over here. Okay. So, and one more point to note over here is that if the salt produced is insoluble salt, then the reaction won't proceed. Okay, so we do not expect that lead carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid, nor the calcium carbonate also reacts with sulfuric acid. That's why we have done a reaction with hydrochloric acid. The next point is कि hydrogen carbonates of sodium and potassium, they are the only carbonates which exist in the solid state. Okay. Now the fourth reaction is decomposition of sulfides and bisulfides. We know that the acid reacts with sulfides and bisulfides of the metals and they liberate sulfur dioxide gas. So we can take an example of calcium sulfide. Any of the sulfide, calcium sulfide, CaSO3 sulfite I am saying, okay. So calcium sulfite when react with acids, acid that means we can take HCl. So when this calcium sulfite, it will react with hydrogen chloride, that is HCl, it will form calcium chloride salt, CaCl2, along with water and sulfur dioxide gas is released. Now, fifth point is decomposition of sulfides. So here when metal sulfide, it will react with acid, it will form salt and hydrogen sulfide. Metal sulfide, any metal, Zn sulfide S, when react with HCl we can take, it will form salt, ZnCl2, zinc chloride, along with hydrogen sulfide, that means H2S. H2S gas smells like rotten eggs. Okay? So this is formed. Now the next reaction is reaction with chlorides and nitrates. So first of all we will deal with reaction with chloride. Okay. So we know that few chlorides and nitrates, they react with dilute sulfuric acid, H2SO4 and HCl, such as when we'll take for chloride we'll see any of the chloride, that means barium chloride. Barium chloride when react with acid, H2SO4, it will form salt and hydrogen chloride. Okay. So salt will be BaSO4, barium sulfate, and hydrogen chloride, that means HCl. Okay. Now equation, we put 2 over here, then 2, 2. Equation is balanced. So barium sulfate, it is in the form of precipitate, that means downward arrow should be there. Okay. Otherwise we can see कि chlorides and this nitrates, they react only with concentrated sulfuric acid on warming, and they liberate hydrochloric acid and nitric acid. So the next reaction we can see the sodium chloride when react with sulfuric acid, H2SO4, it will form a salt, that is sodium sulfate, Na2SO4 along with hydrochloric acid, HCl. So this is the reaction for chloride. Okay. Now there are some general uses of some acids. So many acids are there: boric acid, citric acid, concentrating oxalic acid, carbonic acid, tartaric acid, nitric acid. So the use of boric acid, it is used as an antiseptic. Citric acid, it is used as food preservative. Carbonic acid, it is used in flavored drink. Acetic acid, it is used in cooking also. Nitric acid, it is an explosive. Phosphoric acid, it is used in fertilizers. So those are the some uses of acids. Now the next topic we are going to study is bases. What is a base? It is either a metallic oxide, that is copper oxide, or a metallic hydroxide. It can be magnesium hydroxide or ammonium hydroxide, which reacts with hydronium ion of an acid and they form salt and water. As we know, base when react with acid, it will form salt and water. Okay. So for example, we can see Base, we can take any base. Copper oxide, when it reacts with an acid, we can take hydrochloric acid. It will give a salt. The salt is, what is the salt form? Calcium copper chloride and water. Okay, so from here we can see कि base when react with acid, that means copper oxide, when react with hydrochloric acid, it will form salt, that means copper chloride, and water is given out. Now next topic is basic oxide. What is a basic oxide? It is metallic oxide which is having the ion, oxide ion, which is having oxide ion, and when it reacts with an acid, it will form salt and water. Basic oxide, it is a metallic oxide and which is containing oxide ion, and when react with an acid, it will form salt and water. For example, we can say any metallic oxide we can take, suppose lead oxide. Lead oxide, when it reacts with acid, that means when it reacts with hydrochloric acid, it will form a salt, that means lead chloride. Lead chloride along with, and what is liberated? Chloride and water is given out. Okay, so we can see कि lead oxide, that means PbO2 is not a base. Okay, now basic hydroxide. What is a basic hydroxide? It is a metallic hydroxide which is having OH ion, and when it will react with an acid, it will give salt and water. For example, we can take the case of sodium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide. So basic hydroxide, when reacts with an acid, basic hydroxide, we can take NaOH, that means sodium hydroxide. When reacts with acid, that means HCl, it will form salt, NaCl, sodium chloride, and water is given out. Okay, so this is what basic hydroxide and basic oxide. Now the next part is alkalis. What is an alkali? It is a basic hydroxide. When it is dissolved in water, it produces OH ion, that means hydroxyl ion, as the only negatively charged ion. Alkalis, these are the bases that dissolves in water, or we can say it is basic hydroxide. When it dissolves in water, it produces OH ion, that means hydroxyl ion, as the only negatively charged ion. Suppose here we can take the case of sodium hydroxide. Okay, sodium hydroxide in aqueous solution. ठीक है, we have seen it is basic hydroxide. So when it is dissolved in water in aqueous solution, it is present, it will produces hydroxyl ion as an only negatively charged ion. So Na plus and hydroxyl ion. So an alkali, it is a base which is soluble in water, and all alkalis, it will form hydroxyl ion in its aqueous solution as the only negative ion. And the one most important part is it turns red litmus blue. One more point to note, that ki all metallic oxides and hydroxide, they are insoluble in water. All the metallic oxide and hydroxides, they are insoluble in water except those of calcium, potassium. Calcium is also slightly soluble, and sodium. Okay, and the most common soluble bases, that means alkalis, are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, these are strong alkali. Calcium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide, these are weak alkalis. Okay, so why these two are strong alkalis? Because they are completely dissociated in their aqueous solution, just we have done over here. Okay, and these two, that means calcium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide, they are feebly dissociated or ionized in their aqueous solution. So all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. For example, in the case of ferric hydroxide, FeOH3, and cupric hydroxide, CuOH2, these are bases, but they are not alkalis. Why they are not alkalis? Because they are not soluble in water. They are insoluble in water.